tonight I choose not to talk about politics because I'm a bit tired of all the rhetoric, all the bad rhetoric, and I don't want to talk about politics tonight. So I choose to talk about something different. And let me add it. Let me add a poll. I'm going to add a poll. And start a poll. Okay. How long do you think is ideal to marry your partner? How long do you think is ideal to wait before married your partner? So please answer to this poll. I'm gonna add few options. Please answer to this poll. Let me see. Let me hear you guys. Your partner. All right. So is it 6 months? Um, 2 years? Or 6 years? So again, tonight I've decided to do something different because I'm tired of politics. All right, please take this poll. Let me hear you. All right. How long do you think? Hello from Malaysia and good morning. All right. Well, good night from United States. How long do you think is ideal to wait before marrying your partner? How long do you think is ideal to wait before you marry your partner? Please let me know. Take the poll as you come in. Please take the poll. I would like for you to take the poll and let me know. How long do you think is ideal to wait before marrying your partner? Now, let me give you a story. The reason why I need a can you take the poll, please? So the reason why I'm asking you guys this question is because there was a story online. Now I'm gonna give you my take. There was a story online that I become very popular on TikTok, and the lady married. The lady met with his partner, well, with her partner, and within 2 years they married, and then in the same year they have a child. Now, once they have that child, they start realizing that they weren't made for each other. They start growing apart, and they try to work on it. Unfortunately, she decided to divorce him after they tried to work on it, and they give it a try multiple times, but it did not work for them. So now the kids is currently living in two different houses, basically. And I want to know, what do you guys think? How long should you wait? Should you wait before marrying your partner? All right, let me see here. All right, it depends. Well, yes, I know it depends, but I would like to know, what do you think, Starbell? 2 years. Hi. Hi, CJ Williams. Hold on. Love your videos. Thank you. Appreciate it. How do you do your hair in the morning? Come on. All right. Can you please answer to the questions? Answer to the question for me, to the poll. Now, my take on this issue is, when I met my wife, met my wife in 2012, and when I met my wife, I married her in 2017. So that's my take. I met her in 2012, and I waited until I met her in 2012. So I waited until 5 years to marry my wife. So the now we 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 live together. Greeting from Autumn. Okay, Poland. Thank you. So yeah, we I waited for that long to marry her because I wanted to get to know her, and I wanted to get to know all her mers, even though there were some other things that I did not know, and I had to learn. I had to learn all of those things about her before I married her. So that's my take on that. So I wait for at least 5 years. All right, hello. Have fun with Becky. All right, so what do you guys think? Let me see. So all right, 70% of people said 2 years. So why not 6 months? Why you shouldn't wait for 6 months to marry your partner? Why not 6 months? Or what? Why not 6 years? The next question is why not 6 months, and why not 6 years? I'm trying to take this thing out. Okay, let's see here. Come on. Why not 6 months, and why not 6 years? I don't want to end the poll. Yeah, so why not 6 months? Why not 6 years? Hi, yeah. Okay, let me end the poll. All right, so my parent will celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary this Saturday. Oh, congratulations to them. So that's good. I'm also looking forward to mine. Hopefully, one day I can say that I will be celebrating 50th anniversary with my wife too. All right, good. Look back there, someone behind you. I ideal to wait 2 years. Okay, so yeah, so barely ways. So why not 6 months? Why not 6 years? I feel like 2 years, 3 years being in a relationship is good for marriage. Okay, so do you think within the 2 years, the 2 or 3 years time frame, you're gonna get to know that person? You're gonna get to know that person. That's the question. My other question is, why not 6 months? Why or 6 years? And do you think within 2 or 3 years you're gonna get to know the person? All right, here's another question. What do you think the most important? Most important. What do you think the most important aspect? Um, what do you think is the most? What do you think? Okay, what do you think is the most important aspect of a relationship? Hopefully it makes sense. Okay. All right, let's do this. So, what do you think is the most important aspect of the relationship? Okay. Hello, my black friend. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. 6 months is too little to know a person. Any interest in being? No. All right. So 6 months is too little. Now I think waiting for 6 months, 6 months to marry your partner, it doesn't make like it's too quick. All right, I think it's too quick because you have to. There are for me there are a lot of aspects in a relationship, but the most important aspect of a good relationship is is, yes, trust in communication. Trust in communication. Now, let me elaborate real quick on trust. Now, trust is financial trust. Okay, so it's everything trust, but financially is really important to me. Now, the reason why I said that, I'm gonna be based it off my experience with my wife. Now, the reason why I said trust financially is the fact that if we if I cannot trust you with my money, I cannot be with you. If I cannot trust you with my credit cards, I cannot be with you. Okay, so and the next one is communication. Lack of communication or miscommunication will create what's called I'll say hate, hatred, um, and also you're gonna have a lot of grievance against toward the person, toward that your partner. So the first thing I remember when I first met my wife, the first thing I told her, we met in college. So I met my wife in college, and when we started dating, the first thing I told my wife is listen, if I do something bad to you, I need you please to tell me right away so we can resolve it. And if you do something bad, I'm gonna tell you to, because I don't want us to keep on fighting, fight. And so this way, I stay truth with her, and I can tell her how I feel. I can express my feeling with my wife. Okay, and I'm not afraid of telling her the way I feel. Okay, so I think trust and communications are the two important key, and I 100% agree with Lance Birch. Hello, boy. I'm from Indonesia, in Jakarta. I subscribe to you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate it. No, I don't want to get a wife. She cost. Okay, well, um, let me say something to that. Now, to your comment, red out ghost. So let me tell you something. Now, in the United States of America, if you if you a single person, it's harder to it becomes harder for you to survive in the United States. It's hard. Whereas if you have a partner, so we look after each other, so it makes it very simple and easier to navigate into U.S. society. All right, so that's a relationship is really important. Having a good partner is success, is the key to success. Okay, all right. Let me see here. All right, and it is a neutral time for marriage to take a place. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm Polka 20. Yep, you don't need too much time to know somebody. How to speak, you know their heart already. Um, um, well, actually, yes and no. Now, the time allows you to see a lot of bad things that a lot of things it allow time allows you to discover a lot of things from the person. That's what I'm trying to say. So times gives you that learning process, so you learn a lot from the person. Therefore, having a long enough time to know, to learn what this person like, what this person doesn't like, it helps you manage that relationship better. So that's my take. I think time is the key. However, back in the days, people just meet, and after 2 months after they married. Back in the days, but now it's different. If you married someone 2 or 3 months, it's lottery. It's like you playing the lottery, and you basically you're on the survival mode. All right, let's see here. All right. Um, okay. Hello, nice to meet you. I can't say your name, but it looks like it's in Russian. I the first is truthfulness. The second, all right, the two most important things to me. Let me put this up here. All right. The two most important things was trust and communication. Because right off the back, that's what I told my wife, and I'm hope. Well, I hope that I can explain the story how I met my wife tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Okay, food. Okay, both partners should always be honest. Definitely, you all should be honest. Definitely, if there's no honesty, if there's no trust among ourselves, this is it's gonna be bad. I chose bald black men. Okay, all right. Relationship is okay. Are you sleeping in the couch right now? All right. Hi to you, Kenny. All right. Okay, Kenny. All right. Should you have intercourse before marriage? That's good. That's a good question. Should you have intercourse before marriage? Now, someone asked this question. Should you have intercourse before marriage? Should you have intercourse before marriage? That's a good question. All right. Let me add this question into there. Let me ask this question. Should you have intercourse um, before marriage? About this question, okay? I'm using this question and ask everybody here. Should you have intercourse before marriage? Should you have intercourse before marriage? Okay, let's see here. All right. All right, DK, I borrowed your questions. All right, I kind of disagree with you. You can be single and survive in the state. Yes, you definitely can do that, but it's hard. It's harder. You can definitely be single and survive. However, it's harder. I listen, Starbell. I understand what you said because we have a lot of single person, a lot of single people in the living in the state here, and but what I'm saying is, it's just the difficulties. Now, when you have kids, it becomes really really hard. It becomes harder than if you don't have kids. You breaking up. Oh well, it was my connection. I don't know why I was breaking up. All right, hello, respect. Okay, respect. I have some integrity, kid. All right. Why do you act like a mad dog? And I'm not mad. Okay. Are you male, female? Okay. Yes. No. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So should you have intercourse before marriage? Should you have intercourse before marriage? Should you have intercourse before marriage? All right. Elaborate, Starbell. I would like to know more. What do you mean by it depends? No, it damages your decency and chastity. Okay, chastity makes you less faithful. Now, are you talking more like the group? Are you talking more like about if you are a religious person? It depends on you, on you person, but I would say no. Okay, all right, no, no. Okay, great stream, bro. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Pull in my mouth. Oh my gosh, pull in my mouth. That's crazy. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Yep. Yes. Okay. All right. Some of you said no. Some of you said yes. Now, um, now, if you're gonna be talking about if you're gonna be like around like talking in terms of like um religious beliefs, I'll say no. But if you're not religious and you just like a person like me, I'm not religious. I'm not religious. I will say yes because I'll say yes, you need to have intercourse before marriage because I need to know the person. And now, if I don't know your body, I'm not, I'm not gonna feel comfortable. Okay, doesn't matter. Just live your life and don't get pregnant before 18. There we go. Spam, spam the ham. Yeah. So yeah. That's actually for the female. I'm gonna ask another question. But anyway, let me hear you guys. Should you have intercourse before marriage? Bro, I didn't say that you that to you. I'm sorry if you thought that way. I don't remember what you said. No, 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 no. I wasn't referring. I was just reading it. Okay, I'm reading your comment. I'm reading your comment as they come. Good time says, hell yeah, yeah. Um, good time. Why? Why should you have intercourse before marriage? Why? I did so can't say no. Okay, Cody. Now listen, well, like I told you guys, if you just got here, if you just come to the live, I had intercourse with my wife. Yeah, because we live in the house for 5 years before we get married, and I married my wife for after 5 years. So we both were in college, and so I wanted to have my career ready before I married her. So that's how we waited and until I'm done with college, and then she was completed her college, and then that's when after that we married, and we have our first child in 2017, with who is right now 7 years old. So yeah, definitely. Um, I did just get here. Okay, all right, Paris Bella. So yeah, what I was saying that if should you have intercourse before marriage? Absolutely intercourse. Okay, marriage isn't for me, but that's nothing against people who do want. All right, I'm really nasty Nate 82. Marriage isn't for me, but that's nothing against people who do not want that, and I do it because I like having that connection with my girl. Yeah, now that's another way to connect with your partner, like you said, nasty Nate. So that's another way. That's another way to connect with your partner, because it's very it's intercourse is a big thing. That's so it's yeah it's I think having that intercourse help you learn that person more. Okay, I don't know, just because you can't get any doesn't mean other people can't. Okay, I why yeah cannot keep in this. Okay, all right, I'm reading your comment, guys. Okay, cool. What if you tasted 100 women you wanted to marry and you didn't like their body? You don't have to chase perfection. Okay, I in group. Yeah, who is that behind you? All right. If you don't want to have kids with them, then I would say no. It's meant for marriage, because intercourse is meant for kids, and the parents should have a lifelong commitment. Wow, that's kind of like that's another different way of interpreting it. Now I'm a 80 well I'm a 80s boys, so I was born in 86. The way during my time, during my younger time, my teenage time, um, it, I did not understand in having intercourse like that. I did not understand having intercourse to have kids. I understand it as a way to to have fun and make it yeah, as a way to get to know someone. So that's how I understand personally. I lost my girl the other day. I'm sorry to hear that, the man in the suit. I to have kids, maybe that sounds horrible. Okay, is it bad to hook up with someone just for pleasure? It's not bad. Growing up, I had that a lot. I hooked up with a lot of people with just for pleasure. But when I met my wife, I felt like she was the one, and that also bring me to ask you guys the next question: How do you know? How did you know your partner was the one? How did you know your partner was the one? Now, how did you know your partner? Now, I don't know if your relationship status, your partner was the one. How did you know your partner was the one? All right, please answer. How did you know your partner was the one? Okay. All right. Let's turn to God. Chappelle, YouTube, explain the whole Bible. God bless. Okay. I have a boyfriend who loves me so much. Okay, good. God loves. Closer you get. Okay. God bless. Okay. What if how did you know your partner was the one? Oh, Donnie, you can be anything you want. They follow what you stand for and support you in your goals. Good. That is great. That is great. That is wonderful. Yeah. Cotland, sweet. Okay. Um, Donnie. Yeah. So you can be whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. Let me put this up here. So I like this one, Cotland. All right. Let me pin this. All right. I'm gonna pin this. Okay. So how did you know your partner was the one? How did you know your partner was the one? Answer, please answer the question as you come in. I'll appreciate it. Okay. How? Well, Reagan, let me read his comment real quick. How do you know she's true if you are locked up and can't satisfy her? Okay, that's a fair question. All right. Well, your partner has to be loyal, kind, and nice to you. Can't just lie and tell you other stuff and cheat on you with someone else they don't know. Okay. All right. You will know. All right. Now let me tell you how I know my wife was the one. Now let me give you a quick snapshot how I met my wife. Now, I during that during that day, I went to school, and I sat in the lab, and I was doing something on the computer, and I overheard her talking to her friend, and the way she sound, I'm like, wow, she sounds really good. I need to talk to that girl. So, long story short, I met her again at a different lab. Then that's when I we start talking. We start talking. Actually, we start talking at a different at that lab. We met, and that's when we started talking. And once I start talking to her, and I have I feel like that connection. It was so real. It was so surreal, and I'm like, wow, this girl gonna be my wife. I'm gonna make her my wife. So, because we had that connection so fast, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's it. And guess what? I had other girls that I was we were hooked up. I was hooked up with, and I dropped everybody. I just like drop everybody, and boom, I I stayed true with my wife since then. So yeah. Um, so since then, I've been loyal to my wife, and she has been loyal to me. And we currently have 3 kids. We currently have 3 boys. So yeah. All right. So all right, you will know. Okay. I won't say mine is the one. I won't say mine is the one just yet. We are still learning each other. goals that we want in life. Okay, good, perfect. Nasty Nate, if she got that good stuff, what do you mean by DK? What do you mean by that? If she got that good stuff, now, Nasty Nate, do you mind sharing how long have you guys been together? Um, do you mind sharing that, Nasty Nate? Yeah, because sometimes sometimes the girls can be very pushy. Nasty Nate, that's 4 years. Wow. Um, Actually, okay. Well, I married my wife right after I graduated college. I married her, and so it was 5 years. It was for 5 years. So I waited 5 years to marry my wife. So yeah, I mean that's not bad, but also if you can see them being part of the rest of your entire life, that's how you know. Okay, good, perfect. Yeah, I mean it. I feel like there should be that connection. Whenever she's not near you, you feel like you're missing a part. You feel like you're missing something. That's how I feel. That's how I know. That's how I was with my wife. When we were like when we were living apart, whenever she left the house, I feel like I'm missing something. And that's how I know she is the one. That's how. Because that was the connection. Also, if you can see them being part of the rest of the okay, does body count matter? Does how does that affect the relationship? Oh, body count. Now it depends. Now, not while you with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, so but yeah, it depends. Bonjour. All right. Bonjour. Gedoi. All right. So it depends. It depends. Yeah. So um, it's I mean for me it's not bonjour, it's bonsoir. I don't know if you're in Paris. For me it's bonsoir. So yeah, it depends. It depends on the body. What do you mean by body count? Body count prior to the relationship or body count after that? I just got Chick-fil-A and ordered a spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, come on. All right, please answer the question. How do you know your partner it was the one or is the one? Oh, okay. Yeah, if they get along with your family and seem like a part of your family, it helps you a lot. Okay, good. That's my next question. Let me answer this question, guys. How much? Okay. I'm asking you guys another question. Yeah. All right. So, all right. The question is, how much should you let? How much? Actually, okay. How far should you let? All right. How far should you let your family into your relationship? Now, I know you probably have your mom, your dad, your brothers, sisters, and you're probably very close to them, and you want to explain you want to explain to them a lot of things that happen between you and your partner or your wife. Now, how much should you explain those stuff? Like how do you explain everything or do you explain just a little or do you keep it in the relationship? Okay. So let's see here. I like I I knew she was the one after the first night, but I was kind of scared because I wondered Nostalgic Jones. I wonder how much dude she's been with to learn all those tricks. Alright, but I think if I don't care, that she must be the one. Okay. Alright. Okay. Am I tripping? Well, you're not tripping. I don't think you're tripping. I think that's fair. My sister fell through the ceiling. All right. Sorry to hear that, Rosa. Okay. I think they should be involved in your family, but you should tell your family completely how you feel about them and why, so they understand more. And don't worry. All right, Colton. Okay, what I mean by that, Colton, is like, let's say you're with your girlfriend or wife or husband. Oh, short circuit, definitely. So Colton, yeah, I think so if you with your wife or your partner, whoever it is, um, if you have any disagreement with your partner, should you go ahead and explain that to your family? That's the question. Should you go ahead and explain that? All right, Rosa. Yes, short circuit, no problem, man. All right, so Rosa, the only way I could ever be able is to get my cut. Oh, come on. But I'm so scared. Okay. The only way, let me try to read Rosa's comment real quick. The only way I could ever be able is to get my hair cut and get my nails cut. Again, laugh out loud. But I'm so scared of the fact that I have to go to the store and get a new nails salon. I don't understand your comment, Rosa. Okay, I don't let them in my relationship life a whole lot because it's my choice to get into the relationship and my responsibility for the choices in my relationship. I'll take advice for certain things. I definitely, hey, listen, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. And yes, some of you said no. Yeah. And well, Johnson, Isaiah Johnson says, I don't care. Now, if you don't care about kind of like preserving that relationship that you built with your partner, um, your relationship going in down in the drain. So you need to preserve that. So yeah, okay, yeah, you should tell them about it so that they can help you fix it and give you advice since your parents would know more about what to do. Now, all right, let me tell you something, Colton. Now, me personally, I have friend. I have my brother. I have my dad. Unfortunately, my mom passed. But let me tell you, I do not invite my family into my relationship, my life. Now, the reason for that is because yes, they will always look out for you. Now, you like let me see who said that. Nasty Nate. Now, like Nasty Nate said, that's your responsibility. That's your choice. You choose to be with that person, and you know why you with that person. If you cannot resolve the problem you have or the argument you have with your partner, then that's not a good relationship. That's you shouldn't stay in this relationship. You should get out. Okay? So you need to be able to resolve that. You both need to be able to resolve that without no one else coming in the middle. Okay? Now, if you cannot do that, then get out. Okay? Either one of you need to get out and break it out. Okay? So having somebody else telling you what to do, you're gonna be confused. There's gonna be a lot of confusion. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of tension, and you don't want that. So you need to create. You need to build that. You need to fix your own mess. Okay, so I would say no. Don't get your family involved into your relationship. That's not a good way to go with the relationship. Okay, I okay. I'm not in a relationship, Heidi. Okay, never let your family involved because it creates more issue between your family and your partner. So the best thing is to keep everyone away from your personal life. Definitely, definitely. Azadin, definitely. Heidi, hi. I'm in a great relationship, which is a boy named Jake. Okay, good for you, Heidi. I'm just saying your parents can help you and give you advice in case you don't know what to do. So, I again, Colton. Now, I'm not an expert, but what I can tell you based on my experience, the more you let, the more you get other people involved into your personal life, the the less that problem gonna resolve. Okay. Let me see what you said again. You said, I'm just saying your parents can help you. Now, again, remember what I said? I said originally that you are the one responsible for this relationship. Therefore, you should be the one fixing it. You are the one who chose to be with that person. All you have to do is, okay, what happened? This is what happened and how it happened. This is how we should go about it and not to let that happen again. And if it happened again, let's try to work it out. Let's try to work it out until we can find a compromise. That's the other thing. Find compromise. You need to find compromise. If you cannot find compromise, that's not gonna be a good relationship. Okay. I hope you understand. Okay. All right. So, all right, if you never involve your parents in your relationship, it will cause complication and it will be impossible for them to become part of your family. They are still your family. Technically, they are still your family because you came from them. Now, but having them into your life like that will create more complication. I don't know how far you are in your relationship with your partner, but that's my piece of advice to you. You need to find compromise with your partner before you go reach out to your family and explain that to your family. Okay? All right. Not fun. Never, never. Okay. Especially between a mother and a wife. Never tell your mother your issue with your partner because it will create a hate. Yeah. I was made for you. All right. Yeah. So I actually, Azadin, yeah, I agree with you to this on this point. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. All right. So definitely agree with you. Okay. Now, again, I'm I'm not an expert on relationship, but I do have a lot of experience. I've been with my wife for 12 years now. 12 years. This month, we're gonna be in 12 years together. So, and we we have a lot of compromise. There's a lot of compromise. That's the key word. Oh, Marcel Laporte, how are you? So, Marcel, I have changed the conversation tonight because I'm tired of talking about politics. Politics start getting my head hurt, so I'm not talking about politics, and I'm gonna try not to talk too much about politics. So I'm changing the conversation. I might sometime talk about politics if there's something really, really, really bothers me, but I'm not gonna be talking about politics. So I'm talking about more like relationship now. Okay, so Zidane is the greatest midfielder in the history of football. Okay, good. I watch soccer too, but okay. Let me go back to what I was saying. So yeah, I have been with my wife for 12 years, and so we have a lot of compromise. We have great communication, and we built that trust. Okay, so the reason for that is because we we try to know each other. We spend a lot of time together in order for us to get to know each other. Therefore, this help us a lot in our relationship. Now, all right. Thoughts on multiple female relationship polygamy. Okay, I not all females. Now, my wife personally, my wife wouldn't accept that. But for me, polygamy. Now, if in order for me to involve in a polygamy relationship, I would say you need to have a lot of money. You need to have your finance needs to be really at that level right there, because I've seen people do it, but I wouldn't do it personally. Okay, divine. So my wife, we have three boys. We have one 7 years old. We have one 6 years old, and a 5 months old. So we have a baby boy. But the rest, the other ones are 7 and 6. The three boys. All right, just make sure your parents are a little involved, because they might go insane if they aren't told that the problems will be resolved. Actually, not try to keep them away a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna have peace of mind. I have noticed that I have more women flirting with me and approaching me being in a relationship more than I was when I was single. Oh, well, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that situation. You're gonna have a lot of women try to approach you, because they know you married, or they know you are in a relationship. They try to, they try to compete. You're gonna have that. There's a lot of competition out there, so definitely you're gonna have that. Okay, sorry. I thought it necessary to put people on notice about Zina. Okay, all right, good for Zina, man. All right, so basically you need money and loyalty. You mean okay? Respectful women. Okay, happy for you. You seems like a good guy. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, in order for you to build that good relationship with your partner, you need to have three things. And my actually, yeah, you need to have three things: trust, communication, and loyalty. Okay, you need to have those three things. Now, trust. If you cannot trust your partner with your money, then you shouldn't be with that person. If you cannot tell your partner how you feel, you should not be with that person. And if your partner cannot be loyal to you, then you should not be with that person. Now, the reason why I said money is because money is a very important factor in the in building wealth for your generational wealth for your kids. Okay, so if your partner is a big spender, there's gonna be a lot of problems. Okay, if your partner cannot communicate with you, if your partner cannot tell you how she feels or he feels, there's gonna be a lot of problems. Okay, you should be open. Okay, and don't feel offended for certain things, and that should be it. Okay, monogamy is unnatural Western concept. Men need to be out there. Now, monogamy. Now, I'm in a monogamy relationship with my wife. I don't have any other girls. I'm just my wife and I. That's it, and our kids. That's it. So she, I don't like. I mean, personally, I don't like the idea of polygamy, but I know some other people like it. Okay, but the reason why I said I don't like it is there's in my culture it's gonna create a lot of conflict. So yeah, all right. I guess I'm just saying to involve them so they know everything is all right. Now you can tell them definitely. You can tell like certain things, but you shouldn't be telling everything. Now, if you have a big argument with your partner in your house, you don't have to go out and tell your parent, explain that to your parents, because I think you need to try to solve it first between you, between your partner. Then, if you cannot solve, then you go and find that counsel. So yeah, this in this way, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, I guess I'm just okay, not telling them the problem because that doesn't. Okay, all right. I got a friend, and he's moving out with her girlfriend, with her sister, living together. He asked me 4 days ago if it's a good idea to move in with them. Should he or not? Now, okay. Let me understand your question here. I got a friend, and he's moving out with her girlfriend. Okay, the friend is a boy, and he's moving out with his girlfriend and her sister living together. Okay, I mean that's as long as they have enough space for um for this, it should be fine. As long as they have at least two bedroom place, that should be fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Moving with a sibling. That's okay. You and your girlfriend gonna be in the room, and the sister's gonna be in the different room. Yeah. Thoughts on younger men dating older women. All right. Thoughts on all younger men dating young older women. Well, it's a choice. It depends. It depends on you. That's what you like. Go for it. It's the same thing like people who likes to eat chicken, but they don't like to eat beef. Okay, or they don't like to eat seafood. So yeah, it's your choice, and that's what you like. You go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. All right. When does the age gap become too big? Now, when does the age gap become too big? When does the age gap become too big? Now, again, I know there's a lot of people who love older partners. So it's a choice. It's a choice. That's what you like. You go for it. Again, I'm gonna take the same analogy. So if you're gonna find people who love eating chicken, but they hate seafood. They don't like seafood. Okay, or you or vice versa. So it depends. So there's now the age gap becomes too big if the person is underage. That's different because you're dealing with a baby. Now, if the person grown into a older person, and that other person is 50, let's say a girl and a boy, the girl is 25 and the man is 50, that's a grown woman. Okay, now underage, no, you don't can't be dealing with underage. That's terrible. No, that's bad. All right, so I'm working. Okay, what are your thoughts on perceived infidelity but not no cheating, or anything has been done when dating before, dating boyfriend and girlfriend and married? I don't really understand the question. I don't really understand the question. Can you restate it again? Undoubtedly, undoubtedly. Can you restate it? All right. So, yeah, I don't really. What are your thoughts on perceived infidelity, but not cheating? what is infidelity? Infidelity is, I think that's what cheating is infidelity, or anything has been done. Yeah, I don't understand your question. I do not understand it. Okay, so let me get this question. So what do you think the age gap should be between two people that are underage? Oh my gosh, between two people that are underage. Now, personally, when I growing up, I'm gonna base it of my experience. Growing up, when I was 10 or 12, when I was, because I started really early. I hit it off really early. I started off really early. So I had never ever be with a girl younger than me. That was my opinion. That was my way to go. If you are 1 years older, I take you as a kid. I treat you like a kid. If you're if you're 1 year older than, if you're 1 year younger than me, okay? So I treat you as a kid. Now nowadays it's kind of like different. Nowadays it's you might find people who are in middle school and date 14 years old in high school, and yeah, nowadays it's different, and different society, different. Yeah, so yeah, what are the what are major four green flags in for what are major four green flags and four red flags in a relationship, in your opinion? Gosh, divine fool. So what do you mean by green flags and red flags? So you mean like green? Okay, green flags. Green flags, I will say something. Okay, you can do it, and red flag is something you cannot do. Is that correct? And that's how I'm understanding it. I'm well, Skibi. Let me see, Skibididu. I don't know if I pronounced your name properly. Like good things and bad things. Okay, that's how I understand it. Hopefully I understand it like this. Okay, uh, cheating is good. Red flag. Calling your partner and your partner never answered. Um, that's not a good thing. Like if your partner is busy work is different, but if you keep on calling your partner and your partner doesn't answer the phone, I think and if that happen often, consistently happen, that's I think that's not good. Now for green, also spending, high spending. You're gonna have a lot of high spending people, partners. If your partner like loves to spend money, that's a red flag. Okay, that is a red flag. And if your partner doesn't care about you, that's a red flag. I don't know. I'm just giving you my idea. So now green. So it's trust, good communicator, loyal, and money management. Now, as you probably can see, I talk a lot about money. Now, the reason why I talk a lot about money is because whoever you with in the United States, your credit is that person's credit. That person's credit is your credit. So what I mean by that is, if you have a if you have a bad credit, if you have bad credit and the other person have good credit, you want to buy a house because of that other person's credit, because of your partner's credit, you won't be able to buy a house. You won't be able to buy. You probably can buy a car, but you won't be able to buy a house because they take both of your credit together, so you become one. And so yeah, so that's why I talk about money. Now I love talking about money. Now, is it legal to have sex with 17 years old in your country? No, no. What country? In the United States? What do you mean? Like 17 years old? No, come on. Please don't. Now, if two teenagers is whatever is that's different. Now I'm talking about grown adult. I'm not talking about anything related to that. Please, no, no. What are your views on the concept of perceived infidelity in a relationship, particularly a feeling of betrayal or emotional connections that might arise during dating? Okay, all right. Views on concept of perceived infidelity in a relationship. Okay, so if there's infidelity, I think you have to find out why the person is did whatever he or she did, and once you find that out, and you need to solve it, you need to figure out how to solve it to not let it happen. Now, some people might do it for pleasure. Some people might do it because there's something did not work between them, and they lack of something, and so yeah, it depends. It depends. Kitchen door. I'm calling predator policy. Okay, all right. I Doom Studio. Go ahead. Go for calling predator police. Go. Even if no physical cheating has occurred. Okay. Um, 17 years old. That isn't even legal yet unless you're in the UK something. Well, anyway, no. Listen, this live is I'm not talking about any person who are under 18. Now, what I said earlier is me personally. I When I was growing up, when I was in relationship, when I was a teenager, I never dated with anybody who was 1 years younger than me. And I said that over here, teenagers dating someone who's in middle school. Maybe that person can be in high school and dating the middle schooler. So yeah, it happened. I've seen it. I'm not preaching it, but hey, it happened. As seriously, I'm concerned. Kitchen door is the next Drake. All right, kitchen door. Who's kitchen door? Anyway, all right. Man is gonna raise minor when he's probably 73. All right, can you stop talking about this here, Doom Studio? That's so uncomfortable. So, all right, tell you a story. My mom sent me to Walmart for bread, and a boy from school was riding his bike, and he threw it, and he'd be behind a car, so I wouldn't see him. All right, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, what is a good business to start with? So, okay, well, I'm not talking about business right now. How much should a first date cost? Now, in this day and age, it's the girls are so can be very expensive. So I don't know. It depends on where you take your first date at. So if you take your first date to a Chili's, probably can spend about $100. If you take your first date to a Four Season hotel restaurant, you're gonna spend about $500 or $1,000. So it depends on where you take your first date. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a personal story. Now when I'm celebrating my wife's birthday, I usually take her to high-end restaurants as a treat, because when you go to high-end restaurant, they treat you well, they treat you good, and you feel good. Okay. Now it depends on your pocket. It depends on how big is your pocket. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Do you think it is okay for someone to date? Oh, come on. No. No, 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 Cotland, no. All right, you are. All right, throw us another question, man. All right, hold up. I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Did you practice cross dressing once in your life? I don't know what that is. Please elaborate. It come from Black Market. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. Is ice cream date a valid one? Oh, ice cream date? Yeah, that can be a valid one. That can be fine. That ice cream date can be a lovely one. Yeah. And tell me your friend's name. All right. Here we go. All right. So, all right. Let me ask you guys another question. Let me ask you guys another question here. Um, oh, should you wait? How old should you wait to have kids? All right, that's just a random question. All right, so how old should you wait to have kids? How old? How old should you wait to have kids? Now, I had my first kid. I had my first child at 31. I waited until 31 to have my first child. I had him after I graduated college because I came here when I was 22 years old, and I didn't feel comfortable to have kids, and I decided to wait until 31 years old to have kids. So now your thought on that. 38. Okay. 38, anything below is too young. Okay. Okay. The short answer is yes. The long answer is the level of maturity and power imbalance should determine whether it's morally correct, and the law is the law. All right, now listen. All right, let me tell you guys. So one thing I've seen in this society here, I've seen there's a lot of baby producing babies. What I mean by that is I've seen there's a lot of young kids who are birth babies. And what this cause is, like someone said it earlier, maturity. That's the key word here. Maturity. Yes. So you might be, if you are under like let's say 16, 17, 18, to me it's really young. It's really young. And I've seen other people who are very successful at it. They have their kids at 16, and their kids become, big. However, I've seen a lot of people who actually suffer from that. So yeah, it all depends. But to me personally, I waited until I was 31 to have my first son. Okay, so now a lot of you said 38, 37. I think 38 is ideal for men, but under under 35 is the perfect time for women. Why? Because at after 35, the women has more complication. Okay, so yeah, there's more complication in terms of like health. Okay, so under 35 is ideal for women. Now for men, yeah, men there are men like I think Al Pacino is 81 or 78, something like that. He just had a baby. Men producing babies at any time. Let me check the comment real quick. Okay, all right, let me see here. I personally don't want kids. I'm reading Nasty Nate 82. I comments here. So I personally don't want kids, but I would say 30 because you can experience life a little more and mature more too, so you can raise your child with respect and discipline. Definitely. And that's the key word here is discipline and respect. These are the two key words, respect and discipline, man. If your child don't have that, it's gonna be difficult for your child at at home, at school, anywhere in the world. So 80. Okay, all right, yes, sir. Okay, Richard Wilkins. I then the mindful. Then that young kid gonna have to work two jobs to provide for the baby. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of difficulties, a lot of immaturity. Right, it's a lot. Wait until you are old enough to support. What is the age? What's the old enough? Build with another, and establish lifelong ties. That might be 22. Okay, 22. It might be 42. Okay, well, I that's fair. 22, 42, 22 or 20 to 26 in my opinion. Okay, Magic Johnson. All right, Peter Wood, 30. Um, the life, 30. Gibbs, Mike Bibbs, 25, maybe 24 if you're sure you want to stay with the girl or boy, but only after at least 2 years of dating or marriage. Okay. 91, 80, 87, Scotland, 91 or 87. You're gonna miss a lot if you have a kids at 91 or 87. You're gonna miss a lot, and you won't be able, that kid's gonna have a lot of energy. Now, I'm gonna tell you honestly, my kids are 7, 6, and 5 months old. I've seen how much energy these kids have. Yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm 45. So yeah, it's gonna be, you gotta miss a lot. 29, yeah, 29 is ideal. Ideal. 34 is ideal too. Yeah. Hi, oh, hi, BJ. Okay, so I just read Chaos 57, 29. John Sean, 34, and BJ's Universe High. Okay, idiot. Thoughts on okay, I can okay. Here's a funny thought. Wait until you are no longer mentally a child yourself. However, no one is ever ready. There is no age, but for some people, children can give them the reason to grow up. Oh, definitely, yeah. Um, I have a friend of mine who uh, I grew up with. He's currently 43 years old, and he has no kids, he has no kids and no wife. So he's the other day I was talking to one of my friend, and we were like, man, this guy never have any family. He has anything. So, and he's still doing the same job and go to sleep and never tried to do anything extra beyond the job. So based on to support your point, D. All right, Madeline, 29. Okay, to all my fellow men, children out there, adopting responsibility is the fastest way to grow up. Okay, definitely. You gotta take responsibility. Be responsible. If you say something, you need to do it. If you say something, you gotta be respectful and do it. Don't try to deviate from your responsibility. The real question should be, how do you know you and your partner are mature enough? What checks can you do to ensure you are ready for that responsibility? Now, we talk about that already, Richard Wilkins. Now we talk about that being responsible, and that's what I was telling Cortland. Now, when you have, let me repeat myself. I'm gonna reiterate what I said. So, when you have conflict with your partner, do you just go out and tell everybody about your conflict, or you just try to resolve it? And the answer is simple: no, you don't do that. You try to resolve it because that was your responsibility to be with that person. Therefore, you gotta try to find compromise, and don't try to fight. Don't try to fight. Don't try to please yourself only. See that other person. Okay, so that is very important. Don't try. You gotta try be work in that person's shoes. That's very, very important. So once you start doing that, then you're gonna be able to determine, okay, I'm mature now. I have enough maturity to have kids. That's when you can have you're gonna be able to determine that. All right, all right. So I just zero. Okay, 2040. Okay, Shark Kotlin said 2040. Sports Shark 20. Good night. Listen to Get Talk Show. Okay. Good night. Listen to Get Talk Show. All right. Great work, brother. Love from. Okay. Thank you so much, Prem Baba. All right. All right. James Vile 21. Zero. I don't. Kotlin, come on. All right. It's okay. A woman should have kids at 18 to 25, and men can wait as long. Actually, now I disagree with you, DIY specialist. I disagree with you. Now, for women, once women reach that 35 years old age, it's kind of like the clock is ticking for them. The clock is ticking. Now, if a woman is pregnant at 35 or after 35, when they go when they go see their doctor is gonna put them into a lot of watch. So they're gonna watch them closely, okay? Because their system doesn't work the same as they were under 35, okay? So 35 is basically the limit for women. 35, okay? Now, I'm not saying beyond 35 you cannot have it. You definitely can have it beyond 35. However, it's more complication. You definitely can have kids, women especially. You can definitely have kids after 35, but the complication is more. Now, for men, men is men can have kids at 80 years old, 90. Now, will you be able to enjoy that kids if you have a kid at 90 years old? No, you're not gonna be able to enjoy that kids. Okay, so no, that's where I do not agree with you. Like when you put that age limit for men, no. All right, some people act one way before they are married and prove themselves immature down the road. Definitely, Richard Wilkins. Yeah, some people do act one way when they're with you. Like for instance, there's a lot of people I know who, like, before they married, they were so loving, like so all this, but once they got the ring in their fingers, they changed. They change. All right. Yeah, and that is so true. All right. My 2-day newborn. Anytime after puberty. I don't think so. After puberty, no, nah. Or before even. No, come on, Kotlin, no. Wait till at least 25, 24. All right. To have kids, yeah, grandpa is gonna be moving faster than he had since. All right, now listen. So the reason why I said if you have kids at 90, you can definitely have kids at 90 years old if you're a man. But here's the thing: the energy that kids has when at that young age, you're not gonna have it. You're not gonna be able to take your kids to the park. You're not gonna be able to take your kids to different places, and because they have a energy that's like high level, that's overstep your limit, and that's where the challenge is gonna be. Okay, I relationships are very difficult these days, and it is easier now to be single because of technology and hobbies as a man. Well, well, I agree and disagree with you. DIY. Now, this is why I said I agree. I disagree with you. Now, it depends on the society where you live in. If you're in America, it's fine. You can be single. Now, But the thing is if when you are single, it put more strain onto you. The older you get, the more difficult things gonna be. Okay, so all right, let me share a personal story with you guys. I had surgery, and after I had my surgery, I was in a lot of pain, and I'm grateful to have my wife there. I was grateful to have my wife there because if I didn't have her, I don't know how I would make it. And you never know where life's taking you, and you need that other half to help you get through it. Okay, there are things that's coming into your life, and you're not gonna know when they come. And without that other half, you're gonna suffer more. So that's why I said having a partner is the best way to survive here in America. Okay, but yeah, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of single person here. They still they survive. They survive. Okay, I don't think he would even be able to hit it with his booking. I know it's hard. It's harder, man. All right, 90 leg be weak. I know. All right, that means no park driving. Nope, nope. You won't be able to do it. Like, you're not gonna be able to enjoy that. Those are crucial time in the kid's life. You need to have that. No need to have kids. The population will go anyway. Okay. No, okay. And that sperm gonna be rolling to the egg, and I can't live. I just had a kid yesterday. I'm 106 years old. I finally feel alive again. Okay. Well, definitely, you will definitely feel that. Yes, I agree. Having a good wife is always best option, but it is very difficult finding a good match for life. Definitely, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And but but if you look in the right direction, if you take your time, you're definitely gonna find one. You just have to keep looking. Don't discourage. There's one out there for you. I believe in that. All right, really liking your channel, definitely subscribing. Thank you, Nate. It's nice seeing you seeing something positive and this different from the negative in the world. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Black Boy. Thank you, Warrior. Hello, Warrior. All right, Black Boy. All right, 25. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna put an end onto this live tonight, and tomorrow I will be talking about something important tomorrow night. Okay, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. That's the only way to support my channel, and I will be doing more live like this tomorrow. Okay, guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys. Oh, by the way, let me tell you guys. I'm renovating my bathroom. Actually my house, and go watch that video and to see the progress. I'm doing it with I hired somebody to help me, and that person is helping me doing everything. He's basically taking the lead because I don't know anything about construction. I have no idea about construction, so I'm learning from him. And you're gonna see. Go watch it, and comment, like. I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow night around the same time. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.